Hello YouTube! My name is Tater Tot. Welcome back to more Bomberman Hero. It's been a long time, man. It's been a little bit too long. So, you know what? Let's just get right back into it. $100 says I didn't finish some of the levels, / didn't go through any of the levels, get 4s, 5s? No, actually. Okay, so this is important because this episode is going to contain the best song on the Bomberman Hero soundtrack. It is that good, and it involves a new vehicle. So here we go. Oh, I'm excited. You know that feeling when you haven't played a game in a long time, and you go back and remember just how awesome one of the songs was? You don't know that feeling? That's the feeling I'm getting right now. I've got jitters, dude. I'm shaking. I'm so excited for this song. You don't understand. But you will soon. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? Hopefully you've been having a good day, because your day's going to get a lot better. And if you haven't been having a good day, then it will definitely get a lot better. This is the Bomber Copter, and this is Killer Gate, and here we go! And there you have it. Oh, you know, this song is the reason I decided to play this game. I'm just gonna really level with you guys. So, I thought for so very, very long as to what game should be my first video. What should I play first? I kept asking myself, so many games that I could choose from, so many games that I love, games from my childhood, modern games, all games that I truly do, enjoy. But then I remembered listening to this song when I was a kid, and I remember just being captivated by it. There was a point in time when I was, had gone through my second or third playthrough of this game where I literally just sat there in the sound test menu and just played this song while I read, what was it? Some magazine, Nintendo Power maybe. And I was reading that and I was just listening to this song for like a couple of hours. And I just could not get this song out of my head. And I know the song has an actual name, but I can't remember what it actually is. It's a really weird name that doesn't exactly make sense for what it is, so I just call it the Bombercopter Theme. That's what I call it. Because you say Bombercopter Theme, I know exactly what you're saying. And, what you're referencing. Bombercopter is actually pretty decent to control. It's not very difficult. And this level is not very difficult either. The whole point of this is to destroy all the submarines. But if you're going for a score, you're probably going to destroy the submarines anyway, so kind of a silly thing to mention. But yes, this song, this Bombercopter theme, is the reason I came back to this game to be my first game. It is so very good. It's got a really good beat to it. It feels like it should. It feels like an important theme in the game. Like, you feel like while it's playing, that what you're doing matters, and I love that about the game. I can't remember if there's a way to bomb anything over here or not. I don't really remember. Maybe I'm thinking of Super Mario 64. But yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, you guys, for gushing so much, but I mean, what it really comes down to is the memories that a video game makes for you. You know, if you can go through an entire playthrough of a game and forget it a week later, then what was the point of playing the game, right? But if you can play a game once, even when you're young and there's so many memories you're gonna forget, and you can remember something from that game means something. That's an important part of your life now. That is an experience that you will keep with you forever. And even if I forget, you know, the majority of this game, I mean, I'm talking like, even if I forget the levels, the controls, I will always remember that song. And that's why music in games means a lot to me. Because it helps convey emotion and feeling and meaning and purpose. If your music in a game doesn't match your gameplay, you have a failure of a game, in my opinion. Now, there are games out there that I do enjoy, or you know, levels of games that I enjoy that don't have music, that don't need music. And then in fact, music can detract from a game, and silence is what's really important. Horror games, for example, if you have music in horror games, the music should be horror themed and should have a purpose. You know, it should. If you're gonna play that music, there should be a really dang good reason why you're playing it. And I have forgotten more songs in this game than I remember, but I will remember that one. Anyway, you know, shameless gushing aside, we are at, you know, I think it's Spa. Yeah, you know, I should have known that. I should have known that was going to happen. But are there any games that, you know, may not be the best games in the world, or, you know, maybe got bad reviews or something that you hold near and dear to your heart? And, you know, comment, you know, write down in the comments what it is and your reasoning. You know, it could have nothing to do with the gameplay, but, you know, let me know what it is about those games that, you know, makes you love them so much. So we're gonna drop down this hole because I think there's something in it. You know, I feel baited, but it's okay because, you know, I'm enjoying this game. And for all the complaining and all of the nonsense and for all the craziness that goes on in this game, I still love it. Is it like a 7 out of 10, maybe a 7.5 out of 10? You betcha. This, even for its time, this wasn't a AAA game by any stretch of imagination. This wasn't the game people were rushing out to stores to get. But I'm telling you what, man. This is one of those games that when I was a kid, I played just as much, if not more, than a lot of the AAA titles for the Nintendo 64. Granted, when I was a kid, I played the Nintendo 64 like I had an IV stuck in me, and the only way I could survive was to pump Nintendo 64 games directly into my system. But that's neither here nor there. I narrowly missed those spikes, and I ran directly into those, huh? But anyway, so is there any reason that I just completely neglected to talk about that level? Yeah, I mean, it's a tower, it spirals around, there's spikes, I mean, that's really all there is to it. So there was that creature, I don't know, here's Eyeball Man again. So again, like is with most dark brooding levels in this game, you need to collect crystals. You know, I recognize that the first level in the game that actually introduced crystals was a really fun, like, little level, but that was a tutorial stage. That totally doesn't count. I'm thinking about Dark Prison. Eesh. Thanks for that one, guys. It's only now that I start to realize that there's no real story element to any of the levels in this game. Well, not many of them. Some of them, yes, but it's just like, here, go to this level and do this thing. Go to that level and do this thing. So, as if I needed more of a reason. Oh, I have to kill that guy. Oh, you know, I was focused way too hard on that dude down there. I wasn't actually paying a whole lot of attention to that gear. of the metal variety. I apologize, but it's okay because we have umpteen million lives, and I think we're gonna be just fine. I think I killed it. No, I wasn't. No, I did. Okay, I thought I wasn't close enough. Clearly, that wasn't true. I'm taking a lot of dumb damage, and really, it's because you know you watch YouTubers, gamers play video games, and they give commentary along with it, right? And the whole time you're thinking, man, this guy sucks. What you don't realize is trying to give commentary and talk about what it is you're doing or how you feel or what you had for breakfast and playing a game at the same time isn't, spoiler alert, not as easy as it looks. All those times you're watching a Game Grumps video and you're like, man, these guys are awful. First of all, yes. Much love to Game Grumps, not actually wanting to shit on them. They're great, I love them. But, they'll be the first to tell you they're not good at games. But that's really not the point I'm trying to make here. The point I'm trying to make here is that that green guy is probably down there somewhere, and I have to go find him. That's not really the point I was trying to make. The point I'm trying to make here is that I need to stop making, hitting myself and stop, accruing, meaningless damage. But really, don't judge a person on their gameplay if they're also providing commentary. It is far from the easiest thing in the world to do. Got mad respect for the people that do that. Okay, so I am very clearly missing a considerable number of points here, and I'm not exactly sure where I would have to go to get those. And now I'm starting to wonder if there are any levels in this game that I've played so far that I've completely just walked right past all the available gems and whatnot, and because I think there are still some 4s. I might be wrong on that. I might have gone back and done it already, but I'm gonna say no, because that doesn't sound like me. Procrastinator extraordinaire. I'm going to just assume that I've wasted my opportunities to make a tangible, sensible Let's Play. No, okay. That's kind of what I figured. I figured it would go a little over. That's not that big of a deal. So you'll notice, I guess it's sort of worth pointing out that this whole time we've been climbing, right? So look at Clock Tower. Look at the area. So you have the little water, and I recognize I just said that a lot of these levels have no rhyme or reason, and that might have been a little bit, heavy-handed saying that, considering I'm now going to explain why all of these levels make sense. Nothing I say makes sense. If you take anything I say to heart, you're making a terrible, terrible mistake. But anyway, you can see Killer Gate. We came into the gate, and then we climbed the spiral tower, snaked around the inside of the clock tower, and now we're at the top, assumedly, right? Remember that laser bird we saw before that had what's her face? Princess Million? Yeah? Let's meet him, shall we? I'm getting some serious Back to the Future vibes here. Big Brother Endol's first pupil? You're a bird, but that dude was like an eel. Huh? Okie dokie. Yep, alright. That's, he got a little excited talking about Princess Million. You mean this is a trap? No. This is a tarp. Common misconception. We'll settle this in those spinning blades of death. Are you ready? Because I am. Sure. What the heck? Can I just say, she is not that attractive. Even for, like, Nintendo 64 standards, it is glaringly obvious how unattractive she is. But that's neither here nor there. We're fighting Baruda! Oh god, what's happening here? We're fighting in the air! This is crazy. So you bomb him from above, obviously. Good thing I have foe! Don't talk too quickly there, sir. So the whole point of scoring in boss battles is pretty much the same as you would expect from facing, what's-his-face, Nitros and Endol. And that is, the faster you defeat the enemy, the more points you get, right? So why was I just flying around like an idiot? I was trying to find health, to be honest. I've never hit one of these pink balls before in my entire life, and I'm sure that's going to come to a screeching halt now. Oh, there he is. He's firing his laser. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I got 1 health left, but I think I'm going to be alright. Oh, there we go. Let me get a bomb ready here. Oh, that didn't work. Come on, get back over here. Get back over here. Just die already. You're wasting everybody's time, buddy. Come on now. It's weird that an eel, catfish, I'm gonna say catfish, was his teacher? That was weird. Boom! Oh my god. Could not have possibly cut that any closer. Did you fall through the little ring? Please tell me that's exactly what you did. Well, okay, yeah, we were caught. Kanatia. On a star? Pardon me, but from, you know, from the little of astrology that I may know. Astronomy. Sorry, astrology, oh my god. I'm an idiot. You should know this by now. From what I know of astronomy, landing on stars is a bad idea. Ah, there are the 4s I was expecting. So now you get to see what happens if you don't get all 5s. You get a silver, which is a nifty little graphic there. He's all happy. Anyway, let's move on to you got that right, the bonus stage. So we get to do a little bouncy time, a little bounce around a little bit. It's really psychedelic. He's like, mission accomplished, everybody. Now, where's that ecstasy I put? Like, you got the LSD, right? Yeah, you know, for silvers? Golds? No, that's heroin. No, golds for winners. Or heroin's for winners. That joke just fell apart because I just decided I wanted to stumble all over my words like an idiot. Just another day at the office, I'm telling you. Okay, so yeah, you get a little bounce. By the way, if you fall off the edge, it just ends. You don't lose a life or anything. The level just ends. But why would you want to do that when there's a bunch of gems that don't matter once you stop playing the game, and when there's a whole bunch of lives and stuff, power-ups? Kanatia! Okay, so this place is all about ruins and lava. I think Hades Crater. Okay, Lavana. Volcano. Hades Crater. Going to hell, are we? That was awfully quick. My life meter is getting low? Okay, sure. Hey, there's a planet over there. Where should we land? Inside the volcano, probably. You know what? That's what I was thinking. What? Of all the places you could have landed, why did you land in a volcano? What was the thought process going into that? Cooling capsule? Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, whatever you say, buddy. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a bunch of lava below. I think I'm just gonna jump into it. Lava makes me angry. I'm gonna go punch it! This was a poor decision. He's already landed in it. Yes! That's right. You knew there was a reason beyond just one level why I was so hyped for that music. It's because it happens again! Yeah, we're probably gonna die on this level. I can already see it coming. Unless my bomber copter skills are up to par, up to snuff, as the kids say. On fleek. I don't know. I'm not gonna be the one to call myself hip or happening or anything, you know, anything like that. In fact, that might be the first time I've ever used on fleek in a sentence. Break out the air horns, break out the party poppers. It finally happened. I haven't, you know, I think it's just like any slang, and yeah, I'm showing my age a little bit here, but it doesn't really mean anything. You just say it because somebody said it, and, well, they're cool, and it made them sound cool, so you might as well say it too, right? So, now we've, just kind of dove into Star Fox 64 a little bit here, and now we're on Solar. By the way, played Star Fox 64 way too much as a kid. Still love that game. Hell, I might even do a playthrough of that at some point. Maybe a score attack. Am I a speedrunner? Am I a score attack guy? Absolutely not, but I'm going to embarrass myself in front of literally tens of people. Just for the likes, I guess. Now, recognize there's no music, but our health meter is flashing. Why is that? Because we're about to die. Oh, well, that went well. So, I was going to explain why that was, and then I was really interrupted by my own death. Imagine that. So the whole purpose, or the whole concept of this level, the gimmick here, is that there are cooling stations. Which means that you don't necessarily need health, because as soon as you step into a cooling station, your health auto-regens. Don't think of that as necessarily just health. Think of that as your stamina, or, you know, for how long you can actually stay in this extremely hot environment, which is a nice touch, I think. You know, they really thought about it. They were like, is this guy really going to be running around in a volcano? I mean, let's be honest. Is this Banjo-Kazooie? No. We have to add a little, at least a tiny touch of realism to this. Which, you know, I don't mind it. It's a good touch. It means, hey, it allows you to not, you know, barrel through a level, you know, taking damage willy-nilly. Now you actually have to be paying attention. Because as soon as something goes wrong, you know, all of a sudden your health is dropping a lot more quickly than you were thinking it was going to. And now you're in actual peril, and then your lives just start to, you know, just to shed off, really. But I like the concept. This is also another level that doesn't have any music, but it does have, you know, the beeping in the background, which I think is another good reason why there's no music, is because there's an actual purpose behind it. You know, if the music's going and you're just jamming to the music, are you really going to hear what's going on? Are you going to hear the beeping, or are you going to find out way too late? You're probably going to find out way too late, kind of like I might. But I actually really like the concept of this level. Here we have this walk through walls thing again. We saw that in a couple levels beforehand. Dark Prison being one of them, I believe. No, it was the other one. It was Warp Room? It was Warp Room. But anyway, we're going to come over here and not forget this crystal. You thought I was going to forget it. You were wrong. So all 5 so far. No need to cut or anything. Editing this episode is going to be great. I'm still fumbling over my words. You'll have to excuse me. But anyway, that's about all the time we have for this episode. If you liked this video, you know exactly what to do. If you disliked it, leave a comment saying why. And if you really enjoyed this this episode, oh my goodness. If you really enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing, sharing with your friends. I have been Tater Tot. You have been awesome. And I'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully you'll be there. Bye-bye.